We start in 1 minute. We start in 1 minute, okay? 05. So please join up. All right, I'll do a countdown and we start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so the theme of this question is some kind of anniversary, and Copenhagen Metro is celebrating 20 years this year. All right, next one. Don't feel bad if you don't do well in this. This is current affairs. You've probably never seen any of this stuff before. These questions are questions I compiled that fits the themes that we have pinpointed. And we will be talking about the themes for each question. Okay, so this fits the theme of Denmark doing well in some kind of sport, and also the theme of a Danish sports star retiring. There was a question like this a few years ago when Carolina Wozniacki retired. All right, moving on to the next one. 16 places, Magu is the highest climber.
Excellent.
Okay. All right, so this fits the theme of a Danish sports person or sports team doing well on the world stage. Holger Rune recently won the Stockholm Open. So it fits the theme, and that's why it's in here. The next one. Arif is number 1, Dundio is number 2, Robert number 3, Mansour 4, and SA 5. DKZ is the highest climber, up 18 places. Like I said, do not feel bad if you're not doing well in this. Just pay attention to the themes and the questions. These are only possible questions. Okay, so Lars von Trier is actually a world-famous Danish director, and he's just been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. This, it's probably not going to show up in the test, but I just chose to put this in just in case because he's very famous. He's one of the stars in the film industry in Denmark, and something has happened to him, and he's culturally very relevant. Okay, next one. Okay, combo breaker. 7 players just dropped their answer streak of 3. Sorry, guys. We still have 11 questions to go. Yes, so Son Pate Paulson is the 3rd candidate. So traditionally, there used to be only 2 candidates. So one representing the blue bloc and one representing the red bloc. But this time, there is a 3rd one. He just happens to be part of the red bloc party, but he is also wanting to be prime minister in this election. So let's see how that goes. This is state affairs and specifically elections. So this is an election year, and this question fits that theme. All right. Yes, he's from the Conservative People's Party. 6 players have reached an answer streak of 3. We've got 10 questions to go. Yes, so Denmark was rated number 1 as the leader in digital infrastructure in the whole world. Okay, so this fits the theme of Denmark doing well on the world stage in some kind of domain. In this domain, it's talking about digital infrastructure. Now, this probably won't show up, but it's something that happened recently and it's relevant, so it's in here. So on to the next one. 4 players just dropped their answer streak of 3. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is semi-relevant. Uganda, Turkey, Netherlands, I can't remember the English name of that. Netherlands and Slovenia just got new ambassadors. And the tradition is that the Queen goes and meets these ambassadors when they come to Denmark. Anyways, so it fits the theme of state visits. So either the head of state or prime minister coming to visit Denmark, or Denmark's head of state or prime minister visiting some other country. Next one. Arif is back in the game and he's on fire. Oh my, he's on fire! All right, we have 8 questions to go. So Bashir is asking, are these questions part of the exam? Yes, they are. So these are possible current affairs questions. So these are things that have actually happened in the last 6 months. One of them is a conference called Reimagine Youth Mental Health, and the Crown Princess took part in this. This is relevant because sometimes, I think a few years ago, they asked about, I don't remember, some kind of fashion event, or she was the protector of some conference that happened in Denmark. So these conferences constantly happen in Denmark, and one of them was these ones. So on to the next one. 6 players lost their answer streak of 3. Like I said, do not despair. Most of these questions you're not going to see in the exam. There are only 5 current affairs questions, okay? Now, each of these questions could be a possible question. So we're just covering as much ground as we can just to prepare you for those 5 questions. All right, next one. Okay, so this was all over the news. This is state affairs, so specifically the royal family, and Prince Joachim's children lost their titles as prince or princess. Prince and princess. Okay, so they were stripped of their titles. This is state affairs, specifically the royal family. All right, next one. 3 players just reached an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Yes, I will add these to the quizzes on the website after this session. So probably tomorrow they'll be up there and you can practice with them. We've got 6 questions to go. All right, so the government the parliament put a cap of landlords increasing the rent. This is because at the moment Denmark is experiencing inflation and prices of everything going up. So in order to ease the stress on people's finances, the government and the parliament decided that there will be a cap of 4% increase in rent for the next 2 years. All right, this fits the theme of state affairs. Next one. Dundio is doing really well, eh? Dundio stayed at number 1, Selena number 2, Margot 3, DSB 4, and RF number 5. Ravi, there are no current affairs questions in Melbourne escapes home. 5 players just hit an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
5 questions to go. All right, so this question is unlikely to show up. However, questions like this have shown up. And the reason why this is unlikely to show up is because it's not a birthday that is a multiple of 10, it's 23. He just turned 23 years old. So if he turned 20, then it's highly likely that he would show up. If it was 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. However, I put this in here because it fits the theme of a birthday in the royal family. Okay, that is a theme that has shown up over the years in the previous exam. All right, next one. Selena is now at number 1. Dendio down to number 2, and everybody below that stays the same. TCT is back with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
4 questions to go. All right, so this fits the theme of state affairs. So, head of state or prime minister visiting another country. In this case, the Queen, the head of state of Denmark, and the Crown Prince, her next in line, went for a state funeral in the UK, and that was the funeral of Queen Elizabeth. All right, next one. 4 players have reached an answer streak of 3. All right, so everybody knows about this. Well, almost everybody. All public buildings will now have to keep their temperature at 19 degrees and no more. Okay, on to the next one. And the theme of that was a crisis in Denmark. So because of the war in Ukraine, there is an energy crisis, and that was one of the measures to deal with it. 2 questions to go. All right. The theme of this is state affairs and also crisis. So there is a war currently in Ukraine that started at the beginning of the year, and that's still raging. And Denmark has gone into an agreement with Ukraine to train Ukrainian soldiers in Denmark. So it's relevant because it's state affairs and it's also a crisis. All right, next one and last one. All right, so at the moment we have Selena, Dundio, DSB, Margu, and Eric, number 1 to 5, and AMA is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Round of applause. All right, last question. All right, so in September, the Prime Minister, the Crown Prince, and the Crown Princess visited New York in connection with the opening of the United Nations General Assembly. This fits state affairs, specifically when a head of state or the Prime Minister visits another country. Okay, so that's the theme of this. And like I said before, if you're getting these wrong, do not despair. This Kahoot we've just done will be put on the website tomorrow, so look out for it. I will also post it in the Facebook group when I put it on the website. That's it for today. Let's have a look at the podium. Okay. So Selena, Dundio, and DSB